Hi, everyone. I'm Jennifer Little, and I'm thrilled to introduce an exciting project based learning unit called Math and Nature. This unit, developed for third and fourth graders, combines math and art as it investigates patterns in nature. Through hands on activities, students discover that concepts such as symmetry, spirals, and tessellations are evident in the environment. I will explain how this project will hook the students, challenge them, and enhance their learning. Let's begin with symmetry. Symmetry is when an object is the same on both sides of a dividing line. Consider this leaf, for instance. If you draw an imaginary line down the center of the leaf, they'll learn that that is called the vein. You will notice that both sides of the leaf are almost the same. This is called line symmetry. For instance, to assist the students, they can fold real leaves in half and try to observe how the edges of the leaves match up. They will learn that symmetry is a common occurrence in nature and is used to produce beautiful and balanced patterns. As for the artwork portion, the students can be asked to create their own symmetrical drawings based on what they observe in nature and thus reinforce the symmetrical properties that they've learned. Research also shows that symmetry is crucial in nature. In Symmetry, a very short introduction by Ian Stewart, it explains that symmetry in organisms is usually genetically determined and has to do with equilibrium and performance. Now let us consider the spiral arrangement of a pine cone. This is a clear example of the Fibonacci sequence, which is a sequence of numbers in which each number is the sum of the two preceding numbers, such as 1, comma 2. You would add those two numbers together to create the next number, which would be 3. Then for the next number, you would add the 2 and the 3 together to make 5, and so on. You can see this sequence in the arrangement of the scales of the pine cone. I personally never realized this before, that the spiral goes perfectly up as you turn it. They're not just straight across. Count the spirals going clockwise and counterclockwise. They will be Fibonacci numbers in sequence. This pattern is used in nature due to its effectiveness for growing and packing. Students will have first-hand experience of this concept when they are provided with pine cones to observe when they must create their own spiral using seeds or drawings. This activity is an attempt to make the students realize that the application of abstract mathematical concepts in real life situations. Dr. Nia Reddy, in her article, The Fibonacci Sequence, Its Importance in Math and Nature, explains how this sequence helps in arranging things in nature, like sunflower seeds and pine cones, in such a manner that they make the best use of space. We would bring in the pine cones for the children, probably not this large, and make the students see the spirals by slowly turning it around. And we would show them that it does spiral up and not just go across like it can appear. Finally, let's consider honeycomb. Hexagons are used by bees to construct their hives as they are the best shape to fit together without leaving any space between them. This is called tessellation. It is a very effective way of using space and resources, and this is why it is seen so many times in nature. Students will study how and why bees use hexagonal tessellations, and then they will attempt to create their own. For instance, they can try to draw or create tessellation shapes that are similar to those of a honeycomb to gain practical experience in geometry and its practical use. This could be a printed photo, a craft, or even a diagram that you have drawn showing a honeycomb pattern. In this picture, we will see the honeycomb, which is the perfect hexagons, and they fit perfectly together. Other examples in nature that tessellation does fall into play are the scales on a turtle's shell, a pineapple skin. I never thought of that one. And even the scales on the snake skin. They all fit perfectly together with no gaps for protection in all cases. In this Math and Nature unit, students will discover such fascinating patterns as symmetry in leaves, spirals in pine cones, and tessellations in honeycomb. They will learn that math is everywhere and use the knowledge gained to make their own artwork. This not only makes math fun, but also enhances their problem-solving skills and critical thinking. Thank you for your time, and I hope you are as excited as I am to be able to bring math and nature into your classroom.